Hey, what's up you guys? This is Paulie. How are you doing? I hope you're all having a wonderful day and welcome back to my channel in which I share my experiences around the world, my travels, the things that interest me in hopes that it'll inspire you to live more authentically as yourself and sharing your beautiful light with the world. Before we begin, I would love to invite you to check out my main channel. This channel is dedicated to self-love, healing, and joyful living, where honestly I just share my love and the wisdom that I have acquired throughout the years through my own spiritual awakening journey as an intuitive spiritual guide of over 12 years of experience. So go check it out. I'm also going to put it in the description below. Today, we are going to talk about the 5 top reasons why I love Japan and why it makes me so excited to go live there and study there and fulfill this lifelong dream that I've had for honestly my entire life. I'm documenting my journey of preparing to go to Japan in terms of the course that I need to take in order to be able to get the visa, finding the right school, working with an agency that is helping me, and just overall preparing for this wonderful thing that I've been so excited about for so long. Now, actually, before we actually begin, I want to light up some incense. You guys already know my hands shake, so yeah, don't worry. I don't want that. I love it when they're like super thick because they last longer and they tend to smell better. En la ciudad de San Pablo. Okay, so let's begin with the top 5 reasons why I love Japan. Reason number 5, social efficiency. I grew up in Latin America, specifically in Guayaquil, Ecuador, and this is a city that is very dangerous. It's actually one of the most dangerous cities in all of Latin America. You cannot walk out of your house without the very high risk of being kidnapped, being robbed, or just being killed because of gang violence and all the narcotráfico that there's everywhere. It doesn't matter what part of the city you live in. It is a very dangerous place to be in. And even though Ecuador has lovely, wonderful things that I love, as well as our Latino culture, growing up in a city where society doesn't really function, mainly because of all of these reasons that I said, as well as political instability and the lack of fucks that the government has to give to actually fix all of this and rather just steal money from the country. That's just a fact, unfortunately. From my perspective, as somebody who has been studying the country for my entire life and also as somebody who went to visit this country, I am mesmerized at how well their society functions. Even though there's not a single country out there that is perfect, and I think that the thing that Japan would highly benefit from is nurturing human connection, because they have this wonderful thing in which they think about other people first in order to create this societal efficiency where everybody can, live knowing that you can rely on everybody else following the societal rules as opposed to Latin America. But I do think that that is the only factor that they still have the opportunity to work on. But aside from that, the idea that this country has such a low crime rate, that has a highly functioning public transportation system, okay, and that because everybody is raised in a way that they are taught certain rules to follow in order for everybody to live harmoniously, is something that I just cannot wrap my head around. Because I am so used to the chaos. When I went over there almost a decade ago, there were so many things that completely blew my mind. And they can sound as such small things, but again, coming from Latin America, this is mind-blowing. For example, the fact that you can walk the streets and almost every single street is gonna be clean. Because here's a fun fact about my city you probably didn't know about, but years ago, I think I wasn't even alive yet, but years ago, not too far away, honestly, but some time ago, the city didn't have a proper trash collection system. And because of this, our streets were completely filled with filth. Nowadays, whenever rain season comes along, because the infrastructure is not taken care of properly, we always get floods. All the time. Like if you go in your car during rain season, be prepared for it to have like water all the way up to like the doors. Unfortunately, it's normal. As a woman as well, the idea of being able to just walk around and most likely know that I'm going to be safe, you still have to be careful. And honestly, when you grow up in Guayaquil, you're not going to trust anywhere you go, even if it's the safest country in the world. But in comparison, knowing that I can walk around and that I am most likely going to be safe and be able to go back home, safe and sound, is something that excites me greatly. There's a lot of other wonderful things about their societal efficiency, but for now, this is what I'm going to focus on. Reason number 4 is their food. Listen, I know that people tell me that I am exaggerating, but honestly, I see eating as a spiritual fucking experience. Something wonderful that happens when you have a spiritual awakening and when you connect with your senses, with presence and your sensitivity, is that you get to experience life in a much more intense way, in a much more present way. So instead of just eating for the sake of eating, every time that I eat something, especially when I go out to restaurants, I take my time to really just, you know? Because as somebody who also loves to cook, I see food as an act of love. And whenever I am eating delicious food, I like to express my gratitude, not just to the universe for being able to have this wonderful experience, but also to the people who prepared it. Japan is known as a safe haven for foodies like me. They have such wide variety. They get so creative with their food, down to their sweets. Oh my god, I swear to god, it's art. It's art, and it just completely makes me... I feel so grateful. I feel so grateful that they're continuously finding ways to express different ways in which to make delicious and nutritious meals. Because that's another thing. The last time I was there for maybe like 2 weeks, and I ate a lot. I didn't hold back. I let myself enjoy myself, and somehow I still lost 7 pounds. Because their food, especially in daily life, tends to be very nutrient rich. They have a very balanced, healthy diet, veggies and meats and fish, and then if you want to go out and try like matcha stuff and things like that, they have a good balance. But on top of that, I see their food as an expression of art, and I just love it. I love it. And that actually brings me to reason number 3, and that is their art. The way in which they express themselves is so beautiful. Let's start with this, for example. My grandma gave me this. Again, my handshake. So no worries. I should be worried, but it's okay. Look at how beautiful this is. I have always found Japan to be a place where people always find ways in which to express how they feel through their art. Be it through their architecture, literal work, again, sweets, and especially anime. There is something about their work that makes me feel so deeply connected and so appreciative of the love that they have put into it. Especially even just their language. Japanese, for some reason, sounds so poetic to me. Whether it is that somebody is reading poetry or just everyday conversation, there is something about their language and the way they express themselves that soothes my nervous system. And I love how it sounds. I always have. As somebody who also comes from a family of artists, for example, my grandma, my sister, and I are painters. I have around 2 to 3 photographers in my family, one of which was very famous in Spain many years ago, to the point where he would photograph European royalty. His name was Oriol Maspons. Look how happy he looked. That is an artist that knew how to connect with his art. I love it. Love that for him. Bien hecho, tío. One of my uncles is actually designing a private neighborhood based on a famous painter's work. My sister's also a makeup artist. My mom is an interior designer. And a lot of other people having amazing talent. I have art running through my veins. That mixed with this touch of spirituality there is in their art. And I have this theory. Because of the societal expectation there is over there to not inconvenience other people with your emotions, at least not as much, those emotions need a place to go to. They can't just stay stuck without them coming out one way or another. Some of us cry, some of us lash out, some of us find different ways in which to express it. But I feel like the reason why their art is so beautiful is because that is the way in which they have found to express these emotions. And although there can be this aspect of perfectionism, I still deeply value everything that they put out there. Again, especially anime. Just something so important to me. Like when I watch anime, I feel the emotions of the artists. I feel the emotions and the love and the care and the hard work and the dedication that they have put into their projects. And they're life-changing to me. Like, almost all of my role models are anime characters. For example, Sakura Card Captors, who taught me that no matter what happens, everything's always going to be okay. Or Tanjiro Kamado, who taught me the importance of remaining kind and recognizing the value of what you do have instead of what you have lost, and use it as motivation to not only improve as a person and accomplish your goals, but make this world a better place. Just like that, I have many other role models that I have gotten from anime, and they have helped me become the person that I am today. So I love anime. Okay, where were we? Reason number 2 is their ceremonial way of living. This is something that I can't really put into words as well, but I really like the way in which they have these certain rituals when they do certain things. For example, a tea ceremony. Over here in the West, making tea could be just putting water in the microwave and then putting the freaking tea bag in there and that's it, you're done. Over there, a tea ceremony can be a beautiful way to express reverence, to create a space of profound respect for other people, and I see that it's honestly a spiritual experience. That is something that I'm excited to learn more about when I go over there, but I can definitely see it, and as somebody who also loves to do rituals and I have certain routines that really make me appreciate life more deeply and experience it more intensely, I value that about their culture. I really like that. And reason number 1, which is the one that I feel is the reason why I felt so cold my entire life to go there, is the abundance of spiritual energy there is in this country. They revere nature. They see God in every tree, every rock, every river. They have festivals in which they just go and sit to admire trees. They've built temples to honor gods of the nature that surrounds them. And they have deep respect for nature as a whole. And I feel like it makes complete sense how they would find and connect with spirituality through nature. And it's because spiritual energy over there is buzzing. As somebody who has been very sensitive and very attuned to spiritual energy since I was a kid, when I was over there, I cannot explain to you what it feels like beyond just saying that it's like a portal, the entirety of the country. It's a portal of energy. Not only did it feel like it literally felt like I was in another world. Yes, they have all of this advancement in technology, and if you compare it to Latin America, it feels like you are in, a first world country. But it went further than that. It felt like stepping into another dimension. And I feel in my heart that that is mainly the reason why my soul feels pulled to this country. Because for me, it's not just about like going as a tourist. It's not about, oh, I love anime so much, so I want to go and experience this, which is okay if that's what you want to do. But for me, it's something that just when I think about having the opportunity to immerse myself in Japanese culture, it's happening right now. It swells my heart in the best way possible. It activates something in my solar plexus and my heart chakra and my throat chakra. And honestly, all of my chakras. That just tells me you have to come here. You have to come here. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a situation, an experience, or a person that I'm supposed to meet over there that is going to be a very pivotal point in my story as a person. And given that I see myself as an open channel of love and guidance that dedicates her life to inspire others to live more freely and to connect and to heal the world, I'm just excited to see what that is. Maybe I will meet somebody over there or find some place that will show me something deeply important, or maybe I'll just stand in nature and spirit will show me what I need to see through nature. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited to find out. So those are my top 5 reasons why I love Japan so dearly. I want to continue learning about this country. I want to continue learning about their history and their culture. And although no country is perfect, that doesn't change the fact that I deeply admire it and respect it and value the opportunity to go live there. So I really hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe and join this beautiful family. If you want to follow my journey as I get ready to move to Japan, I'm going to put the playlist down below. But in any case, thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. Little thing, if anybody knows how to actually heal this, I would really appreciate any advice, because I'm trying to take the photo for the thumbnail and look at this. I wish I could say that I am exaggerating, but I'm really not. And this is concerning. But in any case, thank you. Bye.